Hey everyone, welcome back to Gylt, G-Y-L-T, Get Your Life Together. We're helping you get your life together with life skills, job skills, interview skills, and a whole lot of other things. You're part of the community, you can make suggestions. What you're looking for is what we have. So welcome back, stay here, stay with us, stay at Gylt. Remember, at any time, you can look at the button underneath and subscribe. We'd love to have you, and we want you to be here with us. In a job search, there are various ways to look for a job. There are tools online, people go to Monster, people go to other sites. That's great. The main thing you want to do, though, is you want to think about what you want to do. Now, we spoke earlier about what's your 5-year plan, who are you? When you back up that 5-year plan, it lays out what you want to be now. And when you think about what you need to be now, so if in 5 years I'm the director of finance at a company, well, I have to be an entry-level finance person now. If in 5 years I have a CPA, well, I probably should get an accounting degree. If in 5 years I'm a senior associate at a law firm, I probably should get my first associate's job. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to own 5 buildings. Well, when are you getting the first building? I want to own hospitals. I want to start a business. I have a great idea. I need financing. Where does it all start? And it starts right here and now. So you have to think about how you're starting. So if you're looking for a traditional job in a company, what Monster and other places can show you is job titles and requirements and job description. You can start matching some of the things that you have with some of the things that are available there. We're talking about networking and how we're working that in a job search. I was thinking about what it is you're doing when you're looking at Monster. What you're looking at is with job descriptions. You want to begin the process of looking at job descriptions for companies and job titles and beginning to match your skills with what's being looked for. Let's once again look at the example of wanting to be in finance at a company. So let's say you have a degree in college in business, in finance, in accounting, and you'd like to work for a larger company, let's say a Fortune 500 or a small, tiny company, but you want to get a job working for somebody in finance, beginning with books, etc. You have some skills and people are looking for skills. So begin looking at what it says, let's say for financial analyst, accounting, those types of things. It'll have a Roman numeral 1 next to it. Look at some larger companies and see what does Google want with a financial analyst 1. And then look and see, it says 4-year college degree. Do you have a 4-year college degree? 5 years of experience. Well, I don't have 5 years of experience. 4-year college degree. You got it. Great. Next thing is it says great entry-level job. Perfect. Knowledge of Excel. Perfect. Advanced Excel. I took some advanced classes. Great. And you start looking at these things. Match up some of the skills. The big ones are, if it wants college, did you go to college? If it asks for experience of some sort, you either have it or you don't. That's hard to get past for a first job. And then it may ask you, what else have you done? And if you have some of those things or you can talk about those things, that's great. Matching these things up. Now you go back to the network that you've started to build. Remember, we talked about meeting people, talking to them, and asking them for help. Not help as in capital letters, you're in the middle of the ocean and somebody tosses you a life preserver, although it is somewhat similar. Help like, hey, Ms. So-and-so, I understand that you have a company that does this. I'm very interested in talking to you about how I should conduct my job search. Could you help me with my job search? Is there somebody that you could recommend that I speak to? This is the way that you put somebody that could help you or may have a job opening at ease, and you put them on your team. I'm going to speak a lot during all of these classes about getting somebody in your team and really getting somebody like this. They don't have to put their actual arm around you, but you want the people in your network to be in the position that says, you see so-and-so right here, I'm going to help them get a job. You see so-and-so right here, I want to hire them. I'm going to walk them through my company. I'm going to bring them to the front office in my business and fill out the paperwork to hire them. That's what you want to happen in this process. So let's go back to where you're asking somebody for help now. You've noticed through your search that 3 local companies or a company and 2 local business people are looking for people. You've heard that through the grapevine or people have told you. Now you then look at it and say, okay, who do I know that might know people there? You go back to your network and you start texting, calling, meeting with people and say, hey, I understand that ABC Corporation is looking to hire a new finance person. I understand and know from LinkedIn, from your background, from when we spoke, that you know so-and-so there. You do business with them. Could you possibly help me get my resume in? Could you get my resume on the top of the pile? When someone asks me for some sort of help, what is it that I can do for them? I can recommend them if I understand and know their character. And I could say to the hiring people, you may want to speak with this person. They're a friend of my family. They're a personal friend. I know them. I think that their personality and character traits would be positive for this company. It's up to you then to find out if their skill set is what they're looking for. This puts a company at ease as well. Most companies are looking for people that will have a recommendation of somebody inside. Most people are looking for somebody for their small business that's been given a recommendation to come in. Remember what I said earlier in the other class about networking and job search. You will most probably get your first job through a connection of some sort. Well, I got my job for people coming on college campus and interviewing. That's great. Your connection was college, of which you either did or did not spend a lot of money in tuition for those 4 years or 3 years, however long you went to that campus. It's a connection of some sort. Not every college gets companies to come and interview people. So it's a connection as well. You have to think about all of that. It's very important. Let's go old school for a second. So here in Baltimore, they have something called the Book of Lists, which is published by the Baltimore Business Journal. A lot of cities have this. I would say most major cities have something equivalent. This is published once a year. It's an extremely expensive magazine. I get to see it for business. Other people see it as well. It's in the library. Inside this book, it literally lists assisted living facilities. And then it names every single one in this area, information about it, how you can get in touch with it, email addresses, etc. Tells you the size of the company. Go to the website in an industry you want to go to. Look at their career section, their help wanted section, anything that you can that shows what's open, and look to see what jobs are open. That's a great way to begin this process, or follow up, or help somebody. Once again, go back to the meeting with somebody that's helping you out. Hey, I noticed that you know somebody at ABC Hospital. I was looking at their website, and I actually have a friend who worked there years ago, and I noticed that they have 2 positions open in the area I was looking at. How might you help me think about doing that? Or could you help me with that opportunity? That's different than, could you get me a job? Or, aren't you the CEO of that company? Could you get me a job? I know it seems obvious, but when you say to somebody, get me a job, give me a job, you put them back. You put them in a very protective mode. It's uncomfortable for people. They may people that want to help you more than anything else in the world, but it puts them in an uncomfortable situation. Remember, you ask them for help. Let's review some of the things we talked about over the last few classes, okay? You're most probably going to get your first job through a connection of some sort. Number 2, when you meet with and speak with people in the network that you're building. I don't know anything about networking. You now know a lot about networking. When you're doing that networking and meeting people, you are asking them for help. And remember what our goal here is at Gylt. Get your life together. At Gylt, goal is that the person you're speaking with that's making that final decision, whatever's happening, they're walking around like this and saying, you see this person, I want to help them. You see this person, I want to hire them. You see this person, that's who we need in our company this summer, or for an internship, or whatever it is we need to do. I want this person. So I want all of you to think about this very importantly. It's a very important concept. Think about it, send in some questions. Remember, I need you to subscribe to Gylt, G-Y-L-T, put in your comments, post information, do everything you can. Let's continue to build our community, build what people are looking for, because you never know what somebody else is looking for can help you as well. Thanks, we'll be back at you soon.